So I just got out of the shower, and while I was in the shower, I had received a text message from the antique shop. Lo and behold, my last month there, on the last day, they did the books, and it turns out I made $24 for the first time in, well over a year. I actually made more than my rent. And I just was so shocked. I had to stop for a moment, and then I thought, I look terrible, but I have to share that with you guys. I find it so ironic, and no, not that $24 is a huge amount of money, I'm not crazy, but I just find it so ironic that the month that I'm closing it down, I actually made a little bit of profit. Go figure. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. I am a small reseller. I currently sell on eBay, Niknax, and as of more recently, also Whatnot. I had a sale a little bit ago, and so I thought while I rambled on, you guys could follow along how I ship this bad boy. So what we're going to be shipping is this. Whoops, hold on, I got a hair on me. This is what we're gonna be shipping. It is flippin' adorable. It's by Danbury Mint, right? Isn't that it? Yeah, the Danbury Mint. And I would not recommend picking up all Danbury Mint products, you know, but there are some that do carry some value. So this is part of I believe a 12-piece series, the Fairy Tales series. And I think I have, 2, 4, 6, I had 7 out of the 12. And I had gotten these for $5 a piece, I believe, at a thrift store in Topeka when we were up, visiting family. A lot of my mom's side of the family lives in Topeka. But these bedposts, they're going to be tricky. We're going to have to come up with something to keep all of these, hopefully, whole and intact. But isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, look at her. She's like, Grandma, what are you doing in bed? And why do you look so furry? You know what I mean? Like, and I love how there's a step stool. Oh, it's stinking adorable. All right, well, let's get to shipping it. So I'm not sure what the best camera angle will be for you guys to be able to see on here very well, but we'll give it a whirl, okay? We are going to need, what was this? He was right about 6 inches long and 5 inches high. So I'm gonna say we maybe need okay, so far, here's what I'm thinking, guys. And I don't always do this. It's definitely a case-by-case basis. I'm thinking I want to do a 12 by 12 by 8 and then have the little smaller 7 by 7 by 6 sitting inside and cushion around it, and that will protect it. And then I'll stuff, I don't know. I'm just trying to decide, like, stuff a little air pillow. You got some dust. You have Theodore hair on you. I might stuff like an air pillow in here. I'm not sure yet what I want to do about securing these. I'm kind of wondering if by having it in here and then just cushioned around it would be sufficient. Because sometimes when you start packing too much, around it, you can kind of get dangerous. Like, it can almost make it more vulnerable to some degree, especially with these, like, long pieces like this. So I'd almost rather have it in its own box, floating in the box, and then that box be floating in the bigger box. Just lots of floating. Does any of that make sense? I don't know. You'll see. You'll follow along. Let's tape up our big box here. Fancy USPS Sorry about the tape noises, guys. All right. So I always like to lay a little piece on this, I don't know how well you can see it, on this bottom part too, so that way it's taped on the outside, but then you're also taped on the inside. And then I tape these two down as well to give it more security in the base, so that even if them yahoos kick it around the warehouse, in theory it should stay in one piece. In theory. Always in theory. Lots of theories. Okay. Tapage done. Let's tape our smaller box. Oh, I just don't have the strength in my wee little hands. There's only so much strength in my vice grips, okay? Sometimes you gotta add a leg in the mix. So, and I do the same thing. I tape in the bottom, and I know this is gonna be the interior box. This is just how I do it. All right, so she's all taped up in there. So first things first, we probably ought to wrap up the piece here. I think I wanna put an air pillow right in here. All right. That looks like that'll be a good size little air pillow in there, I think. Huh? What do you think? I think we're good. I think that's pretty good. Let's just put it in a box now. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I have some of this little pink bubble wrap, and this, I don't know why, I don't know where this came from. Well, my mom, I think, just, you know, the stuff she brings me. But anyway, it's like a thicker bubble wrap. Probably one of the thickest little bubble wraps I've ever felt. So what I'm thinking is air pillow in here, and then we'll kind of wrap around here and just encase this little guy as such, and I'll add a little piece of tape, and then we'll wrap him in a little paper. We're gonna try our best to buffer this guy, but still leaving him as free floating as possible. Whatever sense that makes. I don't know. Anywho. Let's tear us off a couple of pieces of tape here. Huh? Huh? Now let's shove his air pillow in there. Okay. Alright. I'm liking it so far. I want to do another layer of bubble wrap on it going around him. So let's grab... Alright, so I think... I'm really sorry for the people that get packages for me, because they're generally probably a bit of a... Hi, Theodore. A puzzle to, like, figure out. But I do it for a reason, guys. I do it for a reason. I don't do it to give you an entire Saturday night project. Although I'm sure there's some of them that have turned out that way. I like my stuff to arrive in one piece if possible. Okay, so now back to how we're going to... Let's see how well this guy fits. You fit in there pretty good, buddy. Alrighty then. Okay. I don't know how well you guys can see this. So I just kind of set him in there. And you know what? I don't even think we need this paper now. Maybe slightly. Maybe just a bit on the edge. I think I'd feel better if it had a little in the like these two corners. It's not touching them, but it's close enough with, especially with the tissue paper, that it's not going any, you know, it's not sliding. Oh, I think that's nice. Okay, so now Now we got prettiness going on here. See? Urgh. That's what you should hear. Nothing. Okay. So we put him back in his box with his 2 cushion layer down in there. And I was getting ready to show you guys, maybe these are air pillows. I don't know. I don't have control over the air pillows that I get. I am just brought air pillows and I utilize them whenever possible. That's a 2 air pillow section there. Okay, so is that enough though? No, I don't like that enough. You guys might be just right. Oh, I bet. Come on, man. You were meant to do this. Come on. This is your moment. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Drop my remote. This is the remote I use to control you guys. Alright. And now we'll air pillow on the top. We got to pick out a card here first. For right now, I have been just picking up little packs of cards, like at the dollar store or whatever. And, you know, they work fine. I like them well enough. I think they're cute enough and everything. The whole idea in putting the cards and stuff in there is to, like, keep that personal connection with a buyer, right? You know, in today's online world of buying and all that stuff, we lose that. We lose that human to human contact part of it. And so that's part of the reason why I like having a YouTube channel and stuff too, is so you guys can, like, kind of see me. You know who you're buying it from, sort of thing. And where if you just go on eBay or Mercari or whatever, you don't have that same sense, you know? Oh, wait. Well, let's weigh this bad boy. 2 pounds, 6 ounces. USPS, once you are over 16 ounces, 1 pound or more, then they're going by pound increments. So if you're 2 pounds, 6 ounces, they round up to 3 pounds. If you're under 16 ounces, so 15.99, I think, or less ounces, then they round to the nearest ounce. And that's more typically with your things like envelopes and such. So, you know, like even if I sold something that weighed like this guy, he's listed in my eBay. He's a little Russian animated toy. His ball swings. You see his little arm moving? I think he's cool. I like him. And he's signed on the bottom. Sorry, I'm giving my little action toy, I think is what they call it, a plug here. But anyway, the point is that he definitely doesn't weigh a pound. Okay, he weighs not even half a pound. I would estimate he probably weighs 6 ounces, 4 ounces, something like that. So, even in that case, you know that with your box, your packing material, you're going to be at a pound or right over. So generally, my boxes or my packages, even if it's a very lightweight object, I still just mark it 1 pound to cover the packing, all supplies, all that stuff, because I don't want to be wrapping it up, get done wrapping it, and then realize, oh no, it weighs more than what I expected it to weigh. So here's my suggestion. In order to fly through when you're doing your listings and knowing, because if you literally stop and you pack every single item that you are listing, boy, oh boy, is that going to take you a long time to list. So it's just really good to get familiar with what does each box itself, by itself, what does each size box you have weigh? And I'm going to tell you now, there's a difference in this size box and one similar to it that I get from Walmart, because the Walmart boxes are a little bit thicker, or like a Home Depot box. So I keep a list of the brand of box the dimensions of it and the weight of it by itself, so that I can always look back and see and then know. And then that allows you, once you kind of once it starts clicking for you, you'll fly through that part of the shipping, when you're creating a listing. And that's, I'm going over this a little more in depthly right now, I think, because uh, I think shipping is one thing that terrifies people. It terrifies the most people. Out of every part of reselling, I think shipping is where they say holy s, right? And it's really not that difficult, guys. Know the weights of your shipping supplies, and then you can kind of, roughly estimate in your mind what amount of those supplies are going to be needed in here. All right, I'm going to fill out my thank you card, and we'll finish this up. Then we'll go on a bike ride. All right, guys, we are going to be headed on our way to the post office. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on the bike. Boy, oh boy, it burns a little bit. Kind of weaving like I'm drunk. So made it back from the post office. It is a little bit warm now. If you are ever feeling chilly, just do a bike ride. It will warm you right up. But no, I'm really glad I had the opportunity to get out on my bike, because it's been quite a while since just weather-wise that I've really been able to do it. My camera keeps tilting downward. But my husband's on his way home, and then we're gonna run up to the antique booth, and we're gonna be short on time because my live sale tonight starts at 7 and the antique shop closes at 6, and I've got to run up there and finish just clearing out inventory out of the booth. There's not a whole lot up there. I'm gonna probably take 2 or 3 totes with me. I do have this large curio cabinet that I'm gonna ask if I can like leave it where it is or scoot it off to a corner or something till this Saturday, because there's just no way we're gonna fit the rest of the inventory and that cabinet in the car today. And they'll be closing by the time we're done, and then I've got my sale. And yes, it's kind of last minute, but there's always something going on, right? So what I found just hysterical though, and just, I don't know, is irony the right word here? I don't know. I had gotten a text message from them letting me know that, today was the last day of the month. They wanted to know if I was going to make it up there, to come finish clearing out my inventory, and that they had, like $24 and some change there waiting for me. And I thought, how hysterical is that it's been well over a year since I've made a profit in any form in my booth. And the month I'm closing it down, I make $24. Like, how? I don't know. I don't try to figure these things out. It's just some of those little like anomalies that you notice, and it's like, not that $24 is like anything to get excited about or nothing, because you got to remember, all my profit of things I've sold, $90 worth of it went to rent. So every month, $90 of my profit went out the door. But that is also why not all my inventory, but a good amount of it was kind of the smaller dollar things too. One, because I think the smaller dollar items sell a little quicker and easier, but also it's a good way to clear out like extras that come in lots and things like that. Not that they're worthless or anything, but just not necessarily always worth listing on eBay, and in comparison to all the other inventory I have. I mean, so you guys got to keep all those factors in mind too. But anyways, I'm just waiting on him to get home. I'm trying to work on cleaning up a little bit in here for tonight, so it'll just be a wing it, and I clearly won't have this video edited and up before tonight, but that's okay. You guys will wind up seeing how the show went later anyway. But yeah, it's been a good day. Had a sale, got a bike ride, clearing out the booth. Something about that feels really good. You know, like closing a chapter, and it's a chapter I'm good with closing, so feeling pretty good about it. We'll see where it goes from here. Anyways, I hope to see y'all at my live sale tonight. Links will be in the description. Like I said, of course, this sale will be over, but just in general for future reference even, my links are good from any video that you go to outside of the link to the show itself. So like referral links and stuff like that, I do get a small kickback if you use any of my links other than going directly to the show, but just, you know, like new buyer links and things like that. New buyers get $15 Whatnot credit. They can spend it anywhere within Whatnot with any seller. Go to town. But I do get a small percentage back on that. So feel free to use my link. Go check out Whatnot regardless. Don't use my link. Just go check it out. I'm sure you'll like it. So anyways, I'll stop rambling. I feel like I'm rambling because I am. And I think I'm looking around the room and I'm trying to come up with reasons to not be doing what I should be doing. So I'll stop rambling now. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching my videos. Thanks for hanging out to the end. Any of y'all that go to my stores and stuff and buy from me, you know, I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all of your guys' support. You know, everybody who comes to my live sales, whether you participate in bidding or not, I don't care. It means a lot that you guys even, you know, come show up and just enjoy hanging out. So I hope to see you there tonight, and I'll see you on the next one.